Hey there everyone, what's up, and welcome back to another video on The Impeccable Investor. A lot of people have been getting more involved in stuff related to the stock market. Thus, there is an increased number of people wanting to know about such topics. Amongst them is the splitting of stocks and how doing so affects the stock price and hype of the particular company. Tag along if you wish to know more. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's begin. Stock splits could be mansplained pretty easily with an example. Imagine a 12-inch apple pie, which has been cut into 4 slices. And right next to it, imagine a similar 12-inch apple pie, but instead of 4 slices, this apple pie has been cut into 8 slices. If you are given 1 slice from the first pie and 2 slices from the second pie, then how does each of them differ? And which of the 2 would you go for? The answer is simple. Whatever option you end up choosing, you are still going to end up getting the same amount of pie. Whether you are going with the 2 1/8 slices or the 1 1/4 slice, you will still end up getting the same thing. In this sense, this really should not make a difference as to what option a person chooses. Stock splits follow the exact same conditions. No matter how many slices of a stock you buy, you will still end up buying the same amount. Building upon the discussion, there is one major thing to consider. Since stocks are far more complex than apple pies, the number of slices each stock has been split into makes huge differences. And this is the exact reason why people wish to talk about this topic. The first and foremost benefit of splitting stocks is that it allows for average or low-leveled investors to pour in money into your company's stocks. For instance, if you had a stock worth $500 each, only people who were able to save $500 would be able to purchase the company's stock. But on the other hand, if the stock was split into 5 stocks, then each stock would be worth $100 each. This would allow an average investor to invest the $100 into the stock, which he would have otherwise not be able to buy because of the $500 price tag. Furthermore, stocks are normally sold in bundles called blocks, which usually are 100 in most of the stock markets. This way, if a company splits its stocks, it will be able to create cheaper bundles, which again would be more accessible to a larger consumer base. This extension of the consumer base is highly sought after, and it ensures that the stock remains in high demand. In addition to that, stock splits allow for companies to have a larger number of stocks in the market. This means that more shares would be available for the people to buy, which in return might act as a very important tool in creating a well-deserved hype in the financial market. Furthermore, it will take a larger number of shareholders to take the controlling interest out of the hands of the current controlling party. Stock splits have been appreciated by a lot of financial experts out there, and a majority of them find it to be somewhat useful. For instance, Apple CEO Tim Cook split the stock of his company for a 7-for-1 basis, which means that each share after the split would be worth 1/7 of the previous share. Usually, stock splits happen in figures of either 2-for-1 or 3-for-2, but there's obviously no major restriction unless your asset evaluation does not hold up. But with that, it should be necessarily mentioned that stock splits are not always commended by experts in the field. Stock splits usually result in a lot of market speculation of that stock, as short-term investors get attracted to it, while on the other hand, non-splitted stocks attract long-term investors that are there to stay. Taking the example of Warren Buffett, who believes that maintaining a group of fewer long-term stockholders is better than bringing in a lot of short-term stockholders. He thinks that the longer stockholders who would be going out would be superior to the newer ones coming in. But even with that, Buffett did end up splitting the stocks of Berkshire Hathaway, but while doing so, he made a very targeted decision. He did not split the A-grade stocks of the company, which obviously enables him to reap those benefits. And this brings us to the end of our video, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, as we'll be seeing you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.